Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, Magnetic Reversal News, Sacred Geography, Shinrin Yoku, and Yurt Life, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Wednesday, October 18th, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time 2023. Bezymianny Volcano, volcanic ash emissions to 35,000 feet, and we have a 2.6 near New Madrid. Keep calm. It's boom time. It looks like Hurricane Norma is headed directly to Cabo, San Lucas. Currently, maximum sustained winds at 80 miles per hour. Let's take a look at the warning cones here and see what they say. It looks like Hurricane Norma will become a major hurricane in the next 3 to 6 hours. In fact, by Thursday, 12 p.m., and then it will make landfall as a hurricane Sunday noon at Cabo, San Lucas. That is not the only tropical system we're looking at here, so let's take a look over at the Atlantic. We have Tropical Storm Tammy, and it looks like, according to the models, Tropical Storm Tammy is going to head to the Leewards, Rafe the Leeward Islands as a tropical storm here, and then head off to the north into the mid-Atlantic. There are Hurricane Norma spaghetti model tracks, most of them lining up there on Cabo in just a few days. Warming temperatures in the western U.S., scattered showers across the Great Lakes. Unseasonably high temperatures are expected across portions of the western U.S., including California, with the possibility of record high temperatures. Heat advisories remain in effect through today. Scattered showers and breezy winds will move into the Great Lakes region later today through Friday. But overall, the entire country is clear of warnings. Very little weather showing up there. You can see a system moving into the Pacific Northwest here. But overall, Thursday into Friday, very little weather. Friday into Saturday, a little bit of drizzle there on the East Coast. Let's take a look at the total snowfall for the model period, and we'll run it through here. Sunday, Monday, the 24th, October 25th, 26th, you could see 27th, 28th. Something big is building in the west, and we're going to keep a close eye on that system because it looks to be epic. Now, Storm Babette is battering the UK. Stay-at-home warnings for red weather alerts have been issued. Here, we could take a look at the first 12 hours of Babette literally inundating the region. This storm is going to continue to dump rain, and some of the models are exceptional. Take a look at this, 152 millimeters up in the north, particularly concerning rainfall totals being modeled here. And we do have some video footage of that flooding. Take a look at that. This was once a road. Radar estimates total suggest an excess of 100 millimeters has fallen in the last 24 hours. Here we have East Cork has taken a hammering, 5 minutes drive from home, but there's no way home here, apparently. Let's take a look at that. So Babette bringing the big numbers, and check us out at Oppenheimer Ranch Project at Diamond the Dave on the X. Total snow mass for the Northern Hemisphere. The new dates are in. The new numbers are showing the first 4 or 5 data points well above the multi-decadal average going back to 1982. As an earthquake shakes the Bay Area, emergency alert hits phones today. Let's take a look at that quake right here. Coming in at 4.2, 5 kilometers southwest of Isleton, California. We also have that 2.6 quake in southeastern Missouri, just south of New Madrid, or New Madrid, however you like to call it there. Overall, no quakes of note. Bezymianny Volcano exploding in the last 24 hours to 35,000 feet altitude. This is after a few 17,000-foot puffs, and the activity increased. We also have Ibu puffing today. Swanosima, Sakurajima, Liwotolo, Nevado de Ruiz, 20,000 feet. I believe we also have a new volcano on the list here I saw earlier. Katmai puffing to 5,000. Space weather news update. The sun has gone completely silent. X-rays at B4.8. This is a very embarrassing solar max, but the 3-day geomagnetic forecast showing potential G1 geomagnetic storm over the next 24 hours. This is thanks to some M flares that, well, shot off a coronal mass ejection from the sun a few days ago here. And here we are over at the WSA Enlil spiral. You can see that coronal mass ejection probably clipping Earth here midnight on the 20th. So tomorrow night is the night for the potential geomagnetic storm from this coronal mass ejection, which is being modeled here to clip the Earth midnight on tomorrow night. Polar bear researchers caught hiding significant population increases in the southern Hudson Bay. Well, hey, who knew? Now you do. Thanks, Cap Alon, for covering the news that matters. Take a look at Greenland's surface mass budget, well above the 1981-2012 average for the last few days, sitting up at about 5 and 6 gigatons of mass building there. Yes, 6 gigatons today. A very significant ice gain on Greenland. 11,000-year-old statue of a giant man clutching his penis unearthed in Turkey. I said it. A 7.5-foot-tall statue of a man clutching his penis was unearthed at one of the oldest temple sites in Turkey. Archaeologists in Turkey have unearthed a nearly 11,000-year-old statue that may depict a giant man clutching, well, I don't have to say that a third time, along with a life-size wild boar. The two statues come from the neighboring sites of Göbekli Tepe and Karahan Tepe, which are among the oldest temple sites in the world. The wild boar statue, which is carved from limestone, was found at Göbekli Tepe and dates between 8700 BC and 8200 BC and measures 4.4 feet long. Absolutely spectacular. This article will be linked below. As the Biden administration is going to invest $3.5 billion to improve the resiliency of the electric grid, which is good news because less than 1% of our grid is even hardened. And that means in a case of a major super flare or Carrington event, it could be lights out and back to the Stone Age. The federal funding will be joined with $4.7 billion in investment from the private sector, bringing the total amount of catalyzed investment to the grid to over $8 billion. With more than half of the transmission lines and power transformers installed before 1970, the U.S., well, is quite vulnerable, even to an EMP attack during World War III, which is just getting started. Now, you want to join us tomorrow morning over at X, The Truth Space, Thursday, 10/19/23, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, Ancient Civilizations and Human History. It will be me, the Truth Shepherd, Leah, and Mario Build Reps, and we'll be discussing some amazing things, well, that are being hidden from you in plain sight. And that's a boom to knowledge. Please share this video as we are shadow banned and we need your help to grow. Become a Patreon. Support the work we do and watch all of our content in one place, commercial free. And join us over on the X Space tomorrow morning and the link will be below. Be safe. We love you. And that is a boom.